Okay, we back. We back. I just need to do a volume check right quick. Let's see what's going on. Where the volume at? Hello? Where the volume at? Volume check? Alright, we good. We good. Volume is up. Okay, so we back for another 7 p.m. live, right? Back for another 7 p.m. And, yeah, we back. We made it, you know what I'm saying, to see another beautiful day, another beautiful week. Alright, so we gotta be thankful for that. That's the one of the most important thing about surviving is showing up, making it to the next day. So we are happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? Monday, Friday was the first live, and Friday it was good. Now we here Monday. We're gonna keep it going. Consistency is the most important thing, all right, in life and in everything else, and especially in your care. Consistency is what's gonna get you better, right? So you gotta pick up those good habits of doing these things on a daily basis that facilitate your patient care and you getting better on a daily basis. Right? Consistency. So we're here. I'm here to continue to motivate, to continue to try to inspire and help you get over that hump that you might be behind because of whatever information you received recently, whether it be from diagnosis, you understand me, whether it be from bad news, whatever it is. We all have different obstacles in life, and sometimes these obstacles that are not health related can sometimes lead to health problems. So a lot of times it helps to take care of things when the appointed time arrives for you to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? That's best case scenario is to be prepared, be prepared and take care of things as they show up, cause it cannot be related to your health. But, in a few weeks or a couple months down the line, you know what I'm saying, it'll lead to your health being affected. And sometimes it could be something as simple as how you eat. Let's just say your routine of what you eat and how you eat, um, in the long run is going to affect how you are. One of the most important things is going to affect is your recovery. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you live in a certain situation or in a certain environment where they don't have the right food that you need. They don't have. They don't even gotta be organic, but at least live food. Even if the food is live, the quality. Sometimes the places we live in, the closest places around us, the quality of the food is not good, especially you know, groceries, perishables. Quality is never good close to our neighborhood. Sometimes we have to go out. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say this is New York, so sometimes when you don't got the right vehicle to go where you need to go, you just gotta settle for the closest thing to you. So, sometimes those little things like everybody's situation is different, but you have to do those things to facilitate a better lifestyle, because a better lifestyle is ultimately what's going to keep you here and um, keep you showing up for the next day. And that's what you have to do, is to just show up. I don't believe because you hit 80, or you hear somebody die. Well, how old was he? Well, he was about 60. He was about 80 something. You're like, nah, that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Why we can't live to be 100, 120? Why we have to accept 80 as just because what? That's because they say that, and they say that because that's the average. That doesn't mean like it has to be that. That's what they say because that's the average. So put yourself in a mindset to to be around for a while. At least I am. Hopefully, I'm here for a while because that was my mindset. Um, Growing up, as I got older, my plan was to be around here for a long time. So when I was diagnosed with cancer, man, that was a hit to me because I was doing, I was doing right. I was eating right, taking care of my body, but sometimes that's not enough to facilitate to preventing cancer, just eating right and exercising. But I can say that by eating right and exercising, in I put my body in a ready mode. My body was ready for whatever I had to go through, and I was able to come out on the other end. You know what I'm saying? My mind had to be attached with my body. My body was physically in a good position to fight off wherever I had to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I had to attach my mind to that as well. Your mind, it has to be both. It has to be mind and body. So by eating right, exercising, I was able to have my body right. So in my opinion, because like I always say, this is my opinion, how I see stuff. So the biggest problem with going through any kind of chemo or radiation or any kind of treatment is the effects of the treatment. Now, currently, I have a couple side effects that I'm dealing with, right? But it's not major. It could be major if it's not, if I wasn't on patient care, because I'm currently undergoing treatments for different things. But forgive me, I lose my train of thought sometimes, and that is a reflection of the chemo. Um, they call it chemo brain. When you lose a train of thought, and that's something I had to deal with, and it's something I'm still dealing with currently. So one of the things that I used to do was obviously I don't forgot what I was talking about. So one of the things I used to do was anybody that's around me, I would tell them what I was thinking or what I plan on doing because in a split second I would forget what I said I was gonna set out to do, what I was planning to do. I forget, like the memory was gone. And one of the most difficult things was I couldn't do two things at once, right? I couldn't watch the TV and listen to somebody speak to me at the same time. I'd have to either shut out the TV and listen to the person speak or block out the person speak and just listen to the TV. Multitasking was very hard. And I still struggle with that as well. It's not as bad as it used to be. Um, what I'm assuming is your brain, signals they connecting and reconnecting and you're able to pull back memory and able to remember stuff longer. But in the beginning I could not remember anything. I had to tell anybody around me, I had to tell them what I was thinking, what I was planning to do, because in 2 seconds you gonna hear me ask, oh, what I was doing again, or what was I planning on doing, why did I get up? You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things. So that's just shows you like you need support. You need to have people in your life that's gonna help you, that's going to assist you in a lot of things. Like cancer is very bad, man. It's very bad because of the toll it takes on you. It's not bad because it's cancer. Like, it's treatable. You can treat it. There's many different forms of cancer. There's many different ways to treat it, but the toll that it takes on you, the things that you got to go through, sometimes it takes a lot out of you. But this is why I'm here, is to show you that you can come out on the other side. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a situation where I'm in the hospital and then this elder lady, she's like 70, 80 or somewhat. You know what I'm saying? She's at the cancer center and she went through, did her treatment. In 2 months, 3 months, she was done. Wow, wow. Out this, you ain't see her again. And I'm still at this place like 6, 7 months later, like, yo, what's going on? Like, why am I not able to get myself together and get back on my feet? You know what I'm saying? So it hit people differently. It tore me down to the fact where if I didn't have the right kind of help, with the person you see in front of me right now, I wouldn't be as complete. You know what I'm saying? I would still be trying to recover more, or I would not be as recovered as I am. So, okay, so going back to what I was talking about was being ready, was having the right health, and that's one of the main things that helped me um, to be here as I am today is the health that you have to be in, because like I said, the side effects is what's gonna tear you down. And let's say you got a hypertension problem, you got high blood pressure, cholesterol, you know what I'm saying? These things that you have affecting you before you undergo treatment is what's gonna turn into something bad in the long run. You know, not all the time. Just giving you an example of why I feel that I am sitting in front of you the way I am today. It's because I knew if I had certain issues, my recovery would have been a whole lot worse. Um, the side effects that I'm going through, because in order for me to complete my chemo treatment, I had to undergo over 80 blood transfusions, right? So that many blood transfusions led to an excessive buildup of iron in my body. All right, it's buildup on my from my things my things my kidney, and it was so much buildup that it traveled to my heart. Now my heart and my kidney was overloaded with iron, and eventually that could have killed me from having cirrhosis of the liver. So I'm still undergoing treatment for that right now. I don't like to want myself, but if you can see, every month I go and I do a phlebotomy where they take out about 450 milliliters of my blood to try to reduce the overall amount of iron that's in my body. So here I am, almost 4 years later, and I'm still dealing with side effects of going through chemo. And it's not even going through chemo. My cancer was a blood cancer, blood and bone cancer, lymphoma as well. So it took out a lot of my ability to make cells, and it just tore my blood system up. So I needed transfusion after transfusion. It was days where I would get 4, 5 bags back to back. Sometimes, when you're doing transfusions, I think the blood takes about an hour and a half. Platelet takes like 45 minutes. So sometimes, and then you have to wait intervals for it to, before you get another one. And there's a lot of things that went into me being here right now, and those blood transfusions was a lot. So the buildup of the excess iron on my kidney, it's my kidney or liver, one of them, right? The excess buildup is still there. But if I was per se a drinker or somebody that you know had bad kidney or bad liver, then obviously I would be in a way worse situation right now, trying to recover for something that it can practically kill me anyway. So that's just an example of one of the side effects that I have to deal with. Immune system, that is also an issue I have to side effects I have to deal with as well. My immune system was beat up because of the chemo. Like I said, blood cancer, bone cancer, cell reproduction gets damaged in the chemo, in the healing process, in the treatment process. So all of that, is why health is important. Now, besides the kidney, like I said, immune system issue is also um I'm dealing with those as well. Skin issues I'm dealing with as well. So if you was a person that was highly or at a high risk of skin cancer or any issues with the skin, because of what I went through. Now I have issues with my skin where I develop unwelcome just irritations and bumps, like certain places that I have treatment that I take for it. But that's a side effect. So imagine if I was a person that was at a high risk of skin cancer, or when you don't take care of yourself properly, your skin sometimes is the one that pays the price. When you're over sugared, you see the bumps on your skin, and a lot of times your skin, you can see from your skin like you're not healthy. You see the pimples on your face. That's your first sign of knowing, like, oh, okay, something is wrong. Maybe I'm eating too much sugar, or whatever the case may be. These are the signs that showed you something is wrong when it shows up on your skin. So if you were already had problem with those things, then it'll be a much worse situation. I don't have any heart problems, even though I did have a heart attack after I did my I think my third chemo treatment, and that heart attack was because like I said, blood cancer. It cleaned me out. I didn't have enough blood in my body to pump to provide my body with life, right? So I ended up going into a cardiac arrest. I was in ICU for about a week, and another chapter, and that was a crazy experience, and that's another experience that if I didn't have somebody there with me in the hospital, in the emergency room that kind of was aware of, okay, this is my third time being in the emergency room for the same thing, for lack of immune system after chemo, right? So it's the third time. So the person when I'm with, she knows everything. She knows the protocol. She knows what to do. And if she wasn't there with me the first two times, this third time I actually I actually had a heart attack. And if she wasn't there to help, the people in the emergency room with what to do and when to do it and why to do it, that heart attack would have probably had more of a permanent damage on my body. And because I was not in any kind of bad health per se, regards to my heart, it didn't affect me in a negative way because I went through that. Now, if I had problems with the blood pressure and heart problems and, what I'm saying, cholesterol buildup and plaque and all of that stuff, then it would be a harder process to try to come out of that. So, those the preparation for anything, just preparation for life, period. You got to prepare for life, period. But one thing that we all are gonna experience, and like I said, to hear that person die at 80, that's not cool. Let me hear that some of you passed away at 100, 100. Let me get to at least 100. 80 is not acceptable. We can put ourselves in a position, I believe, to live beyond, 80 years old. Like that is at where we at in time today, with the availability of information, technology. That should not be the case. And a lot of the times people die at that high age is because of cancer. You know what I'm saying? That's why my situation is so crazy, because the average person that experienced cancer is around 60, 60, 70, up in his 60s and 70s, and I'm 38 when I got diagnosed with cancer. So it was like, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But passing away from cancer at an old age is I don't want to say it's normal because I don't want to normalize it, but that's when most people die from cancer is of old age. And that's because your body can't your body somehow, some way, by the time you reach that age, you've been broken down to the point where these things, these free radicals, these things that cause the cancer to come alive, they come alive. Whether it be because you didn't take care of your body up until this point, or it's from things being introduced into your body, outside influence. You could undergo treatment, and this could be a side effect from the treatment. So it could be many reasons or many ways. And some of the things too, like if you're at a certain age and you happen to be experiencing something, they're not going to they're not going I'm not going to say they're not going to treat you, but the risk the risk outweighs the reward. So somebody put you through a certain risk, a certain biopsy, or a certain scan to check how you are, that might put you at further risk rather than whatever is wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever cancer or whatever diagnosis might be. Maybe they can't fix the diagnosis or do anything about it because of your age, because you know what I'm saying, the ability to recover is a problem. So if your body is in the right sense, in the right state, then a recovery is possible at you know what I'm saying, at 80, or you know what I'm saying, 70. You know what I'm saying? I believe so. And that's one of my goals, is to be around for a while, because cancer is one of them things that, man, you don't know. Nobody really knows why and when. So you know what I'm saying. When I finished my treatment, my doctor, you know what I'm saying, was like, yo, listen, man, you need to go out there and enjoy your life. And I was like, there's no way I could just go out there and enjoy my life. I need to know more about why this happened, this and that, because you know what I'm saying. It was just so shocking to me at 38, being in such a in the physical condition I am. How did I get cancer? And if so, help me so I can see another 40 years. What are the things that I can, avoid, or, you know what I'm saying? And it's like those answers are not there. Nobody can really tell you exactly what to do or what not to do because everybody's so different. Genetic composition is so different and environment is so different that there's no one treatment or one reason besides hereditary. Now, hereditary is a big factor. And and sometimes, like, a lot of people that smoke cigarettes never got lung cancer. There's people that obese or eat, you know what I'm saying, crazy lifestyle and they're not sick, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's different, but understanding that you can, improve on yourself, you can improve on today is very powerful. It's very powerful. I gave an example Friday of when somebody that's 300 pounds, let's say you 5'2", 300 pounds, that's severely like not balanced. But if you have the right state of mind and the right energy behind you, you should lose all of that. In a year's time, you'd be amazed to where you'll be at a year from now if you just have the right state of mind and you just you have this will where I am today. I don't like it. I'm not gonna accept it, and I can do something about it. Now that's the key. If you can't do something about it, then obviously you do something about it. There's a lot of people that can't, you know what I'm saying, control the reason why they are the way they are, various reasons why. And, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. Those people, we just have to accept life and just have fun with it as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? But those that can do something about it, then you know what I'm saying. It's up on you to do something. And one of the most simplest thing that you can do is please get a checkup. Go see a doctor. You're supposed to, get a checkup once a year, once every 2 years. You have to, you know, do that. That is very important for you to get checkup to know what's going on with your body, so you can keep up with yourself. So you can, you can get better. You know where you're at. We live in a place where you know half of the time we don't get enough sunlight because we gotta hide from the cold. You know what I'm saying? You're probably vitamin deficient. You probably there's things that are wrong that in the future, 5-10 years from now, it can have an effect. And if you just make small changes in your life, you know what I'm saying? Small changes. You hear this big thing about deli meat. Who knew? Well, a lot of people knew, but a lot of people didn't know that deli meat can have a negative effect on you. You know what I'm saying? Deli meat, like deli meat. How many people eat a sandwich or a hero every day, or have eaten one at least 3 or 4 times a day for the past 5-10 years? I used to work on Jamaica Avenue. I know what sandwich life is like. You know what I'm saying? Every day, all day. And Poppy give you the big, he loads it up. You know what I'm saying? When I used to get it, I used to have to strip off half of the meat because there's so much meat in the sandwich. I used to have to get rid of half the meat because I have to have a certain bread to meat ratio. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that we can do in our life that's gonna facilitate a better tomorrow. And a lot of time, man, it's just a lot of times it's just you have to want to tap into a better you. You know what I'm saying? You just have to want to tap into you, that better version of you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you don't see the better. You cannot see that. Sometimes you don't know what you're capable of or what's possible. Sometimes somebody else needs to, you know, show you a better way to do something that you're already attempting, and you see that it brings in more money or it makes you more successful or more people is able to see it. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing this live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is to provide um, energy, provide strength, provide motivation for anybody that's dealing with an obstacle. But I have a special place for anybody that's in the hospital that have to deal with any kind of diagnosis, any kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because the craziest thing is sometimes you might go to the emergency room for, let's say you might have a cut or something, and next thing you know, after they run your blood work, you come back that what I'm saying, there's some issue that you never knew about, but it's there because what I'm saying, you ran the blood work. My situation was what you show was what you got. I was swole up, and that swole up was my lymph nodes getting me excessively large, and causing me to swell up. But I can't remember any stories, but I've been told plenty of time where somebody might have went to the doctor for a checkup or for something simple, and it turns out that they had stage 2 of this or stage 1 this, and they was able to get treatment. And that's one of the main things. One of the most important things is being able to seek treatment um, in the early stages of whatever ails you. Doesn't have to be cancer, but cancer is one of those things that your best bet is to try to catch it as soon as possible. But whatever the problem is, your best case is to try to catch it as soon as possible. Diabetes, whatever it is that's the best case. So yeah, moving on to my next topic. So one of the things I want to talk about is motivation. Motivation. What motivates you? What gets you excited? A lot of us, sports is one of our biggest motivators. Whether it be through our favorite athlete. We used to play sports. I used to play football. Um, I used to be a colonel. You know what I'm saying? I used to play football, so sports it helps drive something in you. Besides the fact it teaches you unity and it teaches you how to work together, it drives something in you. And because I was a football player, I started watching the game and I got attracted to the game, and I loved the game. And you know, watching the game, like a fan, you fanatic, you get excited. You see people in the stands, they got the crazy paint, the paint. It's like some people that live for sports. It's like, say, I know you got some people Sundays, it's like, yo, it's all football. Saturdays, what I'm saying, it's all about sports. They rather, I can't say they rather, what I'm saying, but the time spent watching sports sometimes is a relief from, your everyday bustle, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a release. So, what I'm saying, you need that. You're not replacing it. You're not replacing somebody, it with somebody else, but you need that extra release of, what I'm saying, that space. So the excitement that comes with sports is a good thing, and you have to tap into that and utilize that. One of the stories I have is I got a close. I had a close friend of mine that passed away about a year ago now. His name was Rick. Very very good dude. Very good dude. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy how he's not here today because I said he's a very humble dude, man. Very good dude. But he's not with us today. I mean, we were the same age. We are the same age. So, you know what I'm saying? My boy Rick, while I was in the hospital, what I'm saying, he found that I was sick, and what I'm saying, he looked out, what I'm saying, he looked out, make sure family was good. He was one of those people. And we used to always go back and forth because I'm a big LeBron fan. I'm gonna put that out there right now. You know what I'm saying? So he's a Kobe. He's a Kobe guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a Kobe guy. Kobe and a mellow guy. Cause what I'm saying, if you're in New York, you mellow. You know what I'm saying? So, but we used to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying, between Bron, MJ, between Bron and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, like that's another thing. Like the kind of energy that is utilized to have a, it's not even an argument, but have a discussion about your favorite sports person. That's like, that takes energy, and sometimes you can see that if you on the sideline seeing two people going at it, you sitting there like, wow, like, what I'm saying, you entertained by it. So you know what I'm saying? That energy that comes from that, like all of that is transferable. So my guy Rick, he knew I was sick. So he told my wife, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we used to have these in-depth conversation about Braun and Kobe and Braun and Michael and who's this, that. So my guy Rick, he knew how bad I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So Rick told my wife, he said, yo, cause I was like, I was down and out. He was like, yo, go over there and whisper in his ears and tell him that LeBron is trash. Yo, he knew how to get to me. You know what I'm saying? I could be on my deathbed. I could be damn near don't have no oxygen in my body, but I'm gonna be like, nah, nah, you wrong, you wrong. This is why you wrong. You know what I'm saying? He knew that I was gonna come. I could be, like I said, I could be on my deathbed. He knew that if my wife whispered in my ears, yo, Rick said LeBron is trash, nigga. She knew, he knew that that would have got a reaction out of me, and that I used that. You understand what I'm saying? I use that because there's a certain connection that I have with my friend. And then to come to find out while I was still going through my treatment, he passed away. You understand what I'm saying? He passed away on he's on him going to the store one day and he just didn't make it back home. Nothing nobody seen it coming. Nobody was there to stop it. He left his house one day and he didn't make it back home. You know what I'm saying? And my man, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? He's not here today. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could have did that for him. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no he was in the hospital for no days, no weeks. He was that day he was gone. You know what I'm saying? That day he was gone. So, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my man Rick. But that just goes to show you that energy that was associated with the sports. You know what I'm saying? And the connection of people. We are each other's energy. The connection, you have to make it. You know what I'm saying? When you by yourself, how is the energy gonna reach you? You have to have some kind of connection. And everybody's not that fortunate. And if you don't have that connection or that person, you know what I'm saying? This is what that live is for, is to reach out and connect. Cause like when I was in hospital, everybody didn't have a visitor. Okay? And let me tell you something. I was in the hospital for months, right? I shared a room with multiple roommates, and I met a lot of great people. You know what I'm saying? My boy Bruce Banner. You know what I'm saying? He's also a cancer survivor. You know what I'm saying? A couple other great people that I met in the hospital because I shared a room with them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of reasons why you should be motivated to try to get better. So yeah, sports is very important, man. You can find your different motivation, but that was one of mine with sports. And I'm gonna even tell you another sports story, right? My brother plays football, right? So I go to the practice and I'm like, like I said, my energy is a little strong sometimes. First day of practice, I got banned from my brother's practice and told me not to come back to practice because you was doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from I played football in the South, so when you come up north, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to see a little bit more cracking. You know what I'm saying? So they told me like, yo, you need to get up out of here. So that energy is always he have always had that energy that anybody can feed off of. So tap in. You know what I'm saying? Tap in is the reason why I'm still here today. You feel me? Because I remember when I got diagnosed, 2021, COVID. In the middle of COVID, I was diagnosed with cancer. You know what I'm saying? Hospital, quarantine, like in the middle of COVID. You know how many people that are not here today because of COVID, much less having to deal with three cancers? You know what I'm saying? Having to deal with a house where my wife and my son caught COVID right behind one another. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for my daughter there to make sure everybody was okay, I don't know what would have happened. But you know what I'm saying? One of the craziest stories I remember is when I got diagnosed. It was around the same time when there was a big train accident in India. I think two trains collided in India and a lot of people died. And I was like, damn, these people aren't here no more. I'm still here. I'm going through treatment. I'm still here. They not here no more. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody from that. I mean, a couple. Everybody didn't die, but the people that are not here, they wasn't able to go through treatment and have a chance to recovery. They died instantly. Another event that happened was in Florida. That hotel fell. Right? Yeah, I remember that when the hotel fell in Florida. I was going through treatment, and I was like, that image of that whole entire hotel falling and people inside of it. The image just stay with you forever. You know what I'm saying? And I was still going through treatment. I was still alive. So there's so much more. There's so much things to be thankful for, and so many reasons to keep fighting. And you know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Whatever it is that. Oh, BC, I see you there, man. I see you, BC. Much respect, man. There's so much is to it. There is to fight for that. You know what I'm saying? You just got to develop that mentality. And if you don't have that mentality, you can develop it. Everybody's not born a fighter. You know what I'm saying? You can learn how to fight. Everybody's not born a fight. You can learn how to um, incorporate habits, learn new habits, do things that's gonna benefit you and benefit the people around you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be born into success, into everything that you want in life. You can obtain it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are not that are came from, you know what I'm saying, are struggling hard beginnings, that are, you know what I'm saying, on top of the world right now. Don't let anything stop you. Anything that you don't have, find a way to learn how to achieve it. Now, some things might be too far, so you know what I'm saying. Let's not go beyond reality, but the ability to fight, the ability to get up. You know what I'm saying. Resilience, it can be taught. It can be taught, and it can be passed on. It can once you now that it's taught, it's incorporated into your trait, and now you can pass it on to your kids on how to be resilient. Because not only is it in your trait, but you're gonna teach them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna teach them. That's one of the greatest things is to understand that you're not just here for you. You don't just affect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes pushing yourself further in order for you to obtain a certain level of knowledge is not just for you, because then you're able to pass on that knowledge to the next generation, whether it be your family or friends. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most important thing. Also, is to be able to help each other become better humans. You know what I'm saying? Help each other to cultivate good habits. Is something that's gonna help survival in the long run. Because everything I'm talking about is trying to manifest a future that is much better than today. And I don't know, I can't say it, but a lot of people I assume are good, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind being better. I'm sure they wouldn't mind more time with their family. I'm sure they wouldn't mind better food to eat. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your current situation is, it can get better, and you should try to make it better. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're comfortable where you at. Everybody, I always say, you need everybody in life, right? You need somebody to hold the door. You need somebody to wash the dishes. You need somebody to, there's levels for everybody. Everybody don't have to be a multimillionaire. If everybody a multimillionaire, who's gonna cook in the restaurants? Who's gonna, have the hotels ready for, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can't be a millionaire. There's levels to this. So, but as long as you're comfortable and happy where you are, then that's fine. But that comfort and happiness has to be associated with the positive mindset that I'm talking about. That's gonna empower you to defeat whatever obstacle that's in front of you. All right. So, motivation is important. Mine's one of my big motivation in sports. You could be motivated by a motivational speaker. You know what I'm saying? You can be motivated by your parents. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter your age. You could be young, motivated by the parents, you could be grown and motivated by the parents, because I think that's one of the most important things that we don't appreciate is continued education, right? When you in college, you have a continuing education class because softwares change and you know what I'm saying, this and that change, but there's a continuing education that needs to happen as you get older, as you hit a different age, as you reach different points in your life. And instead of you figuring out, somebody can share that information and the knowledge to where it's gonna make your life and your situation a whole much more easier. So whether it be your parents being your motivator, it could be a teacher, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times there's a lot of situations where teachers is the one that have that breakthrough with a child and able to like spark that interest to push them to another level. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's your pastor, sometimes it's going through church, hearing the word that motivates you to get you, you know what I'm saying, to a better place. Or sometimes it might be your mate. It might be the person that, you know what I'm saying, you share your time with. Because a lot of the times we don't see the best in ourselves. A lot of times it's our mate that sees, you know what I'm saying, what we're capable of, you know what I'm saying? That's why she pushes you to do better. That's why she pushes you to try to achieve more. You know what I'm saying? That's why he expects so much of you, is because he knows that you're capable of more. So being stagnant is only acceptable if you're comfortable in life. You know what I'm saying? And comfort is like is comfort is nowhere near right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain hunger that I attack life with, that I expect that hunger to keep fueling me, to keep my energy up, to keep me want to get up out of bed every day and try to, you know what I'm saying, do the things that I need to stay where I need to be at. Getting out of bed every day, doing exercising, man, that is not a easy job. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, if you don't do it, the place that you're gonna be at is so, it feels so bad that once you think about how you're gonna feel when you don't exercise for 2 3 months, it's like, let me just put 10 15 minutes into my body. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting the whole day go by. Because when you hit let the whole day go by, and then the next day come, and it's like you didn't do it yesterday, so don't want to do it today. You know what I'm saying? But you know the end result. You know why you're doing it. You know how you're gonna feel. You know how you feel, because it's a different feeling. 2 months after exercising compared to 2 months after not exercising, totally different. It's totally different. I don't know why, but for some reason, it's hard to maintain. It's hard to maintain because sometimes I get to a level of working out where, you know what I'm saying, I'm consistent with it. Then it just a couple days go by and I just like I won't do nothing, and it's like, damn, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, reason I know mostly is when I was going through my chemo, I was when I was going through my chemo. Oh man, when I was going through my chemo, wow, I hate when that happens. I had a ah yeah, I hate when that happens. So we gonna just keep it pushing. All right. So the main reason that we're here, I'm gonna reiterate this over and over again until everybody hears it, is to share and spread that energy. You know what I'm saying? To share and spread that energy. And I was talking about your significant other, being there for you, being there for you. So I had a story about the hospital. Whew, can't remember it. The memory comes and it goes, man. The memory comes and it goes. But you gotta tap into the support. Tap into me. Leave me a message. You know what I'm saying? And share this live. You know what I'm saying? Share this live with anybody you know that um that are experiencing any kind of issues, you know what I'm saying, health wise, or you know what I'm saying, any issues that they need to hear, or some kind of motivation. But anybody that you know that's I'm sorry, I keep looking at anybody that you know that's in a hospital, anybody that you know that's going through something, that just got diagnosed with something, you know what I'm saying? Hit me, hit my email. Send me an email. Share this video. Cancer silent killer at gmail.com. Send me an email. Reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. The reason I'm doing this is to try to save somebody's life. The reason I come on here. Today's the second day. Hopefully, I'm here Wednesday, and I'm gonna be here Friday, and we're gonna continue doing this because when I was in the hospital, I could have used somebody live telling me that, yo, it's gonna be alright. It can get better. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what I'm trying to provide for somebody else. Cause I know, like I said, a lot of the times everybody don't have family. Everybody don't have support. I was in the hospital and watched many people come through. You know what I'm saying? Either they just was in the hospital for that day, they was here for that week. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But many people came and they went, and some of them didn't have visitors, man. Some of them, their family are not, not close. Some of them, their family are close. Family just don't come visit them. You know what I'm saying? There's a situation where the people actually have kids that don't visit. I remember, you know what I'm saying, situations where the child, or you know what I'm saying, somebody that's in the hospital that's in the 60s or 70s, and they kid come in that's in their 40s and 50s. That person comes 10 minutes before visiting hours is over. Now, what is that gonna do? Why you coming and then you come 10 minutes before visiting hours is over, and then you come cause all these problems because you want to feel like you did something. You want to feel like you was there. You want to feel like, oh, I had an impact. I mean, some kind of difference. No, you showed up 10 minutes before visiting hours over. The man can't even, he don't even know you're here. You know what I'm saying? Like that little bit of time that you just came and looked, and like that man is going through so much. You know what I'm saying? You guys come and spend time, sit with the person, talk with them. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. A person's not gonna be here any much more. You know what I'm saying? And it be like that. It's people like that that have kids that don't come visit, or when they do visit, it's not even for them. It's just they say that they went, or I went to go see dad, or I went to go see mom. You know what I'm saying? Just that's not nothing, man. Spend some time with your family. Make sure they're okay. Check the nurses. One of the things I wanted to talk about, which is very important in my opinion to patient to you recovering, is you being active in your patient care, right? That's important to me. You knowing your medication, right? Knowing how much medication you're supposed to get, knowing when you're supposed to get the medication, and why you're supposed to get the medication. I had a similar situation where this person was, it's not my regular nurse, right? It was during COVID, so everybody was flying in nurses from all over the world. I met nurses from Houston, Georgia. Like there was people flying in from all over the world, pretty much, filling in. So one of the nurses that came in was not, she was a fill-in. So the way that she did everything was different, and I don't know if she was just not there, because sometimes that do happen. But she gave me double the dose of medication. Right? If I had took those double dosage, it would have had a severely negative effect on me. But because I am aware, I see what I take before I take it, and they usually give you a couple pills. So I see, oh, two of those, one of that, three of that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand, because if I would have taken more than what I was supposed to, it would have damaged me. Because vitals is like vital. You know what I'm saying? You can't be risking it. So having a good understanding of your medication, why you're supposed to take it, how much of it you're supposed to take is extremely important. You can't just, I know you might feel like, yo, I'm in a hospital, I'm supposed to get taken care of. It's not like that. People We're all humans. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people have bad days. People got things on their mind, issues they got to deal with. Maybe they're not in a positive, strong mental state of mind, and they need to be in that state. You know what I'm saying? They do things that are inconsistent and not, not beneficial to your recovery. So that's something that you got to take responsibility for as your own patient care and why. You know what I'm saying? And ask questions. If you don't understand, ask questions. Don't be somebody that just takes what the doctor say or takes what somebody says and then that's it. Understand what's going on with yourself. Understand why you're here, because somehow there's something in the details, there's something in that information that you can extract from, that you can apply to your life and apply to your situation that's gonna um help you do better in life. You gotta be active, man. You have to be active. Active in your patient care is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And that being active in your patient care is going to lead to you being active in your life and being active in the things that make your life better. You don't have to be there already. You can start today. Today might be the day where you decide that, you know what, I'm not going to continue um, the way I'm thinking. I'm going to change the way I think because I believe that there is an alternative result that I can achieve. I have to do certain things different. That is a thing. You don't have to be where I'm speaking about right now. You can start today, and then in a month, in a year, 5 years maybe, you can see yourself where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. That's just life. That gives you the ability to change the situation. That's the beautiful thing about life. You can change things. You know what I'm saying? Like, that a tree can't change being a tree. A dog can't change being a dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we humans, because of how we live our life, we can change so many things at different points in our lives to affect how we feel and how we go about things. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things of being human and being alive. So take advantage of it. Change your situation. You don't like something, change it. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't like the fact that when you go 2 blocks down, the tomato is rotten, like everything is bad quality. Change it. Go somewhere else to get your groceries. You know what I'm saying? Don't accept the situation that's in front of you. You don't have to accept it. And I think that's what our main takeaway is going to be for today is you don't have to accept the situation that you're currently in. It doesn't have to be health wise. It could be financial, mental, whatever the case may be. You don't have to be in a situation. You don't have to stay and remain in a situation that's not beneficial to you or your family. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, that's what makes us special. That's what makes us human. Being able to change our surrounding, being able to affect what's going on, being able to, make a better tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Being able to become and invent things and become inventive and solve problems, right? That might not affect us, but affect other people. You know what I'm saying? I always say that oncologists are one of the most special people in the world because even though, you know what I'm saying, they get a couple 100,000, it takes a lot of years of commitment to going to school for a couple 100,000. To me, that's not even, they should get more paid than that, to be honest with you. You dedicate 10, 15, 20 years of learning to help somebody else. That's amazing. That's amazing. And we need more oncologists out here. We need more people that are adding to the science, that are adding to the research. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times it's that person, right? We're waiting on that one person. We're waiting on that one person to come up and discover something that hasn't been discovered. We waiting on that one person to come out and figure out exactly how to beat cancer. Because there's a lot of different, thought processes and a lot of different things that people say or believe is what cancer is about or how to treat it. But that person has not come along yet that has figured it out completely, that you don't even have to look to any other situation. This is the easiest and best way to do it. So that person is not here yet, but that person is coming. But we have to encourage, you know what I'm saying, more people to get involved in the world of oncology and involved in making a difference. You know, involved in trying to make everything and everybody a better place. So yeah, talking kind of get you a little dry. I have to get you a little dry. So like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, transfer of energy. I needed it to get to where I am today. Not saying I wouldn't have made it, but I wouldn't have been in the frame of mind in a position to where I am now to say, let me share what I know and let me see if I can have the same effect on somebody. You know what I'm saying? I would have probably been all to myself, but because somebody poured into me, here I am trying to pour into somebody else and try to help them reach somewhere where I know that it's possible, and it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of strong will. But even if you don't have it, you can develop it. But it all starts with, to me, the most important thing is rest. 7 p.m. is when your family leaves you. The visit time is over. Your family have to go. Now that's your time to rest, and your rest period is your that's your most optimal time. It's when your body is doing things to recover you. So when you're resting, that's the most important time of any recovery. And I believe that if you're in the right mindset, it's gonna cultivate a faster recovery, right? It's gonna be a faster recovery, and it's gonna put yourself in a better place moving forward, right? And I said all of that is because of you being in the right state of mind, going to sleep, thinking about tomorrow, thinking about what you're gonna do, getting ready. You know what I'm saying? When the nurses come for your medication, check it to make sure it's the right medication. When it comes to give you to draw the blood, because they gotta draw the blood 2 3 times a day to test how medication is working. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Be in the right state of mind to facilitate patient care. One of the other important things that I want to touch is um, the effect that your nurses and aides have on you. You know what I'm saying? The positivity does revolve. It does keeps going. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a situation where a person is in his room, and you know what I'm saying, because they kind of nasty. The aide doesn't even go in there. You know what I'm saying, to check to make sure that patient is okay. Not to say that they're not okay, but usually if the patient is asleep, you let him sleep. You know what I'm saying? But if you know the patient needs to be up, you're gonna go in there, you're gonna get him up. But a lot of the time, the excuse is, oh well, the patient is asleep, so I didn't go in there, and you know what I'm saying. So those two things I think was important, is very important, because you're there by yourself. You're there with the nurses, with the aides. If y'all not working together to try to get yourself better, then you're I don't know what kind of race or what kind of battle you trying to fight. Or you fighting everybody. You fighting the disease in your body and the people trying to help you. That doesn't make any sense. So working together, um, and trying to figure out what's the best plan for you on a daily basis so you can recover. Recovery comes, it compounds day after day, week after week, month, year. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't come in one day. It doesn't come in once you get a shot, you're better. No, it takes time. So put yourself in that mindset to get up every day and fight. Get up every day and stretch your legs. My doctor told me you can't lay in the bed all day. You gotta get up and walk at least 2 blocks around the corridor, right? You have to circle the corridor 2 blocks twice a day. Get up out that bed, go around the corridor, circle it twice, and then you can go back to your room. At least you have to at least do that, because you have to facilitate yourself being in the right state. And if you just stay there and don't move, you're just gonna waste away. All right, and that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want nobody to waste away. I want everybody to come out on top. You know what I'm saying? And I think together we able to do that. We can do that. We are gonna do that, right? And I see y'all here Wednesday, and we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep the energy moving forward, right? And predict that we're gonna be here Friday. I mean, went to Wednesday to keep this energy moving forward. So, see y'all Friday. I mean, see y'all Wednesday.